Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is KG. I'd like to talk to you today about the spotlight effect. Have you ever felt like all the eyes are on you in a social setting or in some type of public setting? That is the spotlight effect. Coming right up. Welcome back to my channel. My name is KG. So, what exactly is the spotlight effect? The spotlight effect is a cognitive disorder or distortion characterized by one's belief that others are paying attention to them than they actually are. In other words, our tendency to always feel like we are on the spotlight, hence the term. This usually occurs in public settings like weddings, parties, or even school, basically any place where we can possibly become the center of attention. The spotlight effect causes us to have an exaggerated view of our own significance, thus leading us to misjudge certain situations. In other words, our judgment of a situation comes filtered with our own thoughts or perceptions, which are often wrong in most cases. Like many other cognitive disorders, the spotlight effect is also shaped by our past experiences or even our deeply entrenched views about a particular situation. For example, maybe your classmates in school laughed at you after you gave a speech in front of the class. That experience became your perception about those kind of situations, and as a result, you took that forward with you. You started to believe that people are always judging you, people are always ridiculing you. Hence, you then develop this effect of the spotlight. As you would imagine, this cognitive distortion comes with a lot of negative effects. It can literally cripple your social life to the extent that you now start avoiding certain situations or settings. In severe cases, some people would even avoid going for interviews. They would avoid even going to their own wedding because of this heavy burden of not loving to be in front of people. And again, like I said, this is all in your mind. This is all in your head. Most of the time, people don't even care about you. Everyone has their own things to worry about. So this is definitely a distortion. I think one of the terms that they use for this disorder is it's a cognitive bias, meaning that in your own mind you are sort of being biased to yourself, or the fact that you are misjudging all social situations or settings to be about you. So, what can you do to overcome this distortion, which is a huge limitation? Number one, start by reversing roles. For instance, think about how often do you personally scrutinize, the condition of others. Most of the time, you are worried about yourself. You are worried about how you look. You are worried about, you know, the problems of your life. So now take that and say, so then what are the chances that at any given time in a social setting people are focusing on me? And I think that's where you start realizing how irrational this whole thing actually is. Number two, so once you realize how irrational this thing actually is, by switching roles, then you can then start reprogramming your mind. You need to start renewing your mind, because obviously this is something that has become second nature to you. It has become a very solid neural pathway in your brain. So in order for you to start, dealing with it, you need to start thinking differently about social settings, about yourself. You need to start building your confidence as well, to say, I matter. But that doesn't mean that I'm always the center of attention in social situations. Number three, always be yourself. Don't try to portray, an image that you are not. I think one of the reasons why we care so much about what people think of us is because, yeah, we try to portray a certain life or a certain position, and we're always conscious of whether people are aware of that, because most of the time we are faking it. So one of the things you need to do is to start being yourself. The more you are yourself, in most situations, the more you will become confident, and the more you will start realizing that you are not inferior to anyone, and you are not even superior to anyone. You just are. Number four, socialize more. Don't avoid social settings. Avoidance is not a remedy. Socialize more, communicate more. Number 5, or lastly, just simply get out of your head, man. Stop living too much in your head. It's not always about you. You are not the center of the universe, as much as you would like to believe that you are not. Yes, you are here, you are unique, you are special, but you are definitely not the center of the universe. The sooner you realize that, the more at ease you will be in social situations. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload new content. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I'm out.